So Ford says it will lose $3 billion on its sales of electric vehicles to consumers this year in 2023. It will lose $3 billion, but it still expects to hit profit targets it's set for this year between $9 billion and $11 billion. So is it a stock to buy? Now, Ford says those EV losses and the overall profit both come before expenses from interest and taxes. The $3 billion loss is roughly equal to what it lost on EVs on that basis the last 2 years combined. It said it lost about $900 million in 2021, $2.1 billion in 2022. It's the first time it gave a breakout of the results from its EV operations. But it said it still expects EVs to start making money soon, going from a 40% operating loss margin last year when it sold around 96,000 EVs, bringing in $5.3 billion in revenue, to about an 8% profit margin by the end of 2026. So it's going to take a few years for them to make a profit. It expects increased production of EVs to bring global product of those vehicles to a 2 million annual rate by the end of that year. Even if Ford hits its profit margin goals for the EV business, it'll still be far less profitable than what's been reported for Tesla. It reported a 22% profit margin in the fourth quarter, Tesla. Again, excluding the cost of interest and taxes as well as depreciation. While it's not an exact comparison to the profit margins reported by Ford and other longtime automakers, it is an indication that Tesla has a wide lead in making a profit selling their EVs, while legacy automakers are struggling to make a profit on their EV cars. While both the Mach-E and the F-150 Lightning have a long list of waiting customers, Ford's CEO Jim Farley said during an earnings call earlier this year that Ford encountered numerous problems with their production, making the ramp-up of EVs much more expensive than it had anticipated. Quote, "We didn't know that our wiring harness for Mach-E was 1.6 kilometers longer than it needed to be. We didn't know it's 70 pounds heavier, and that costs an extra $300 a battery. We didn't know that we underinvested in braking technology to save on battery size." Farley said these and other cost problems meant that Ford left about $2 billion of profit on the table. So is now a good time to buy Ford stock? You tell me. Okay, here's the remedy. Quote, "Owners are being told to park their vehicles outside and away from any structures, just in case of a fire." So Hyundai and Kia are recalling more than 570,000 vehicles, warning their owners to park their vehicles outside due to a potential fire risk. The problem is tied to tow hitch harnesses. Kia dealt with a similar issue last year and accounts for less than 4,000 of the vehicles in the current action. The affected vehicles include the following: 2019 through 2023 Santa Fe's, 2021 through 2023 Santa Fe Hybrid, 2022 through 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe PHEV, the 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz, and the 2022 through 2023 Kia Carnival minivan. So this problem stems from the printed circuit board in the trailer tow hitch harness module. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's Safety Recall Report, the unit may be susceptible, quote, to water inflow, unquote, through the 4-pin trailer tow hitch harness wiring connector, resulting in an electrical short circuit. Quote, "An electrical short circuit could increase the risk of a tow hitch harness module fire while driving or while the vehicle is parked with the ignition off," end quote. The good news is no fires have been reported for Kia vehicles. However, 1 fire and 5 thermal incidents have been for Hyundai vehicles, according to the automaker and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So the next step in this process, Hyundai and Kia will notify owners of the affected vehicles by first-class mail with instructions to bring that vehicle to a dealer. The dealer will then inspect and verify to ensure the vehicle is equipped with the trailer tow hitch assembly. If yes, the dealer will install the update fuse and wire extension kit. So I guess you've officially been warned. Don't park outside and away from any structures, just in case of a fire.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.